Dear students, we are going to read this lesson, Weathering the Storm in Ersama. This lesson has been written by Harsh Mandir. The story gives an account of the storm that hit the coastal town of Ersama in Odisha state in the year 1999. A young boy Prashant faced the fury of the storm and reached his village. The details of how he worked hard to help the villagers overcome the devastation caused by the storm inspire us to have courage and a positive approach towards life. First, on 27 October 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, Prashant had gone to the block headquarters of Ersama, a small town in coastal Orissa, some 18 kilometers from his village, to spend the day with a friend. In the evening, a dark and menacing storm quickly gathered. Winds beat against the houses with a speed and fury that Prasant had never witnessed before. Heavy and incessant rain filled the darkness. Ancient trees were uprooted and crashed to the earth. Screams rent the air as people and houses were swiftly washed away. The angry waters swirled into his friend's house, neck deep. The building was of brick and mortar and was strong enough to survive the devastation of the wind's velocity of 350 km/h. But the cold terror of the family grew with the crashing of trees that had got uprooted and fallen on their houses, sometime in the middle of the night, damaging its roofs and walls. So, dear students, Prashant was a native of village in the coastal states of Odisha. On 27th October 1999, he was on a visit to a friend in Ersama, which is a small town in Odisha, and a block headquarter in Jagatpur district. His village was at a distance of 18 kilometers from Ersama. He had lost his mother 7 years ago. That day, a strong storm gathered in the evening. Furious wind, accompanied by continuous rains, lashed the place. Screams could be heard as trees got uprooted and destroyed the houses as they fell on them. The water flowed with gush and swept away houses that came in its way. There was neck deep water in his friend's house. As his house was a pakka house, it was able to resist the strong winds which blew at a speed of 350 km/h. His friend's family was terrorized because in the middle of the night, trees had fallen on the house, damaging the roof and walls of the building. Second paragraph. The great destruction wrought by the cyclone and the surge of the ocean continued for the next 36 hours, although wind speeds had reduced somewhat by the next morning. To escape the waters rising in the house, Prashant and his friends' family had taken refuge on the roof. Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at his first glimpse of the devastation wrought by the super cyclone in the grey light of the early morning. A raging, deadly brown sheet of water covered everything as far as the eye could see. Only fractured cement houses still stood in a few places. Bloated animal carcasses and human corpses floated in every direction. All round, even huge old trees had fallen. Two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their houses. This was a blessing in disguise because the tender coconuts from the trees kept the trapped family from starving in the several days that followed. So, dear students, the explanation of the second paragraph is like this. The storm continued for the next 1.5 days, although the wind had slowed down. To escape the rising levels of water, Prasant, along with his friend and his family, took the shelter on the roof of the house. As the day dawned, Prashant saw the destruction caused by the super cyclone. As far as Prasant could see, he saw cover of muddy brown water. There were the remains of shattered houses surrounded by the water. Dead bodies of animals and human beings floated in the water. So all things happened there. Uh, Huge trees had fallen and were floating around. Two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their house. Initially, they thought that the trees had damaged the roof and walls of the house, but later they realized that this proved to be beneficial for them. As they were trapped in the house, they ate the raw coconuts from these trees and saved themselves from dying due to starvation. For the next 2 days, Prashant sat huddled with his friend's family in the open on the rooftop. They froze in the cold and incessant rain. The rainwater washed away Prashant's tears. The only thought that flashed through his mind was whether his family had survived the fury of the super cyclone. Was he to be bereaved once again? So, huddled means here together in the group, and bereaved means to have a lost family member or a friend or death. Means to have lost a family member or friend to death. They spent the next 2 days on the rooftop. And Prasant spent the next 2 days on the rooftop with their friends. Everyone was so scared that they sat together in a group. It was very cold and the continuous rain washed away the tears of Prashant. He was worried about his family members. Maybe he could have lost another family member and would be in grief over the loss of loved one once again. This thought worried Prashant. The Prashant thought that uh, his mother had gone, and now again this dangerous storm had snatched. He thought that this dangerous storm might snatch another family members, so he was worried about another family members. In my next video, I shall present